Hello, my name is Michael O'Keefe, aka The Movie Wist. If you enjoy this interview and want to hear more top-notch film industry conversations, please press the thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell to stay in the know. Okay, so, for those who don't know, who are you, Jonathan Seligson?
Seligson.
Seligson.
It's like Selig's son.
Selig's son, okay. For those who don't know, who are you, Jonathan Selig's son, and what do you do?
I'm an independent animator. I do mostly freelance work, short-term contracts with studios. I'm also a Master's of Fine Art. I have been a lecturer on subjects related to animation. I'm pursuing teaching positions at different universities. So that's basically what I'm up to.
Awesome. And are you enjoying the Ottawa International Animation Festival?
Very much so. I always enjoy the festival, but this year in particular, I do have something to celebrate in having finally gotten a piece in the festival.
And what a piece. What is the story of your film, Nueva Vida?
It's actually a true story. I would call it a documentary subject animation. It's a story about my brother and how he became afflicted with a endocrinological condition called diabetes insipidus, which simply means that his body can't, for all intents and purposes, his body can't retain water, can't stay hydrated without proper medication. So unless he receives that medication on a regular basis, he'll basically dehydrate and expire.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, it's a very colorful film and it's based on a true story, but is there any subtext? Is there a hidden message to this short?
I wouldn't say so. More, it was a chance to explore storytelling from a visual perspective on my end, because the story is obviously my brother's story, but then being able to express that in a visual medium was a nice chance to exercise certain techniques or elements of animation, and also just the idea of how to express that story visually is it was a fun sandbox to play in. I do feel, though, on the visual side that I like certain elements of the postmodern and metamodernist movement. I felt subverting expectation, playing with the audience's sense of what is right versus what is depicted, basically undermining certain elements of the story in terms of where something sounds like it would be traumatic or dramatic, taking that in a more humorous place or being sort of wry about it in a way I felt was interesting. That's always interested me, is the postmodern and the metamodernist.
Well, that's a perfect segue to my next question.
Yeah.
So who are your major influences in and outside of animation?
That is actually more difficult to say than you'd think.
Okay.
I don't personally draw from inspiration so much. I don't set out to replicate or emulate.
Right.
I do draw from different sources, but more that's about technique and about animation. I do collect animation that I find that catches my eye, and I go back and study it in movie files. I frame by frame, I will look through a technique or through a specific sort of movement in an animation, see how it was accomplished, and try to then apply that to my own work.
Okay, who are some of these people then? With the techniques that you get, not that you get from, but that you're kind of maybe riffing off, that, because the story's about your brother,
right? And
it's a very serious, realistic story. Well, for an animation, it's realistic. It's coming from the heart, at least.
Yeah.
But with these techniques, like you're talking about, is there anyone you want to point to, or is this going to remain a mystery for the Movie One Day's audience?
I suppose it's a mystery because for this, it was actually more from a personal place, not so much taking from sources, just taking what I'd previously learned and applying it to this film, which sort of fit with the fact that it's a graduate thesis film, so it was more about proving my own abilities and accomplishment without trying to mimic or emulate others.
Fair enough. So where has this film played besides the Ottawa International Film Festival?
It's actually my biggest success to date in terms of acceptance to festivals. It played at Annecy in France, at the Animation Block Party in Brooklyn. It's going to be at the Click Amsterdam Animation Festival, in the London International Animation Festival. It's actually at the Animation Block Party. It won Best Student Film.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
is it? I was going to ask, where can people find this film, or is it not available to the public at this
right
point?
now, it's not available to the public.
Okay.
When I have the chance, I'm going to try to put together a small trailer as sort of a placeholder for people. You could like or favorite that trailer, and then when the actual film comes out, you could trace back from the trailer, find the other stuff, the full film. That's actually personally what I do after I go to a festival and I find films that I like. I try to find that artist's profile on whichever video site they use, and then if the film is not yet available, I will favorite the trailer and then revisit that person's page after a cycle of festivals has ended to then hopefully find the full film and save that.
Super cool. Well, thank you so much, Jonathan, and good luck with the short and the rest of your career.
Thank you very much.
Still a very young man. All right, bye-bye.